Hi, and welcome to the Rave.com. I'm Allie here with Mac Miller, who just got done with a sold-out show in the ballroom. How does it feel?
It feels good, you know. That's the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one here.
Sold out
Hopefully there will be
numero
more.
2. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's book another one right now. Let's do tomorrow. That's actually what I said last time, right?
You did say that last time, actually. Let's do it tomorrow. It would probably sell out.
Yeah, it might. You know,
Oh,
you
look.
never know. Or it would just go horribly, but...
No, it would sell out. You want to introduce your DJ?
Oh, yeah,
here?
this is my DJ Clockwork.
What up?
His government name
Hello.
is... that's enough.
Hello,
That's
everyone.
enough. That's enough. His government name is Garrett.
Well, hi, Garrett.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay. It's enough. Let her
Swag.
ask her questions.
Swag.
So, congratulations on being nominated for the MTV Breakthrough Artist of the Year for 2011.
Thank you.
How does that feel?
It was dope, you know. I think I just think that we really worked very hard this year, you know, to do what we did. So to get recognized by people like MTV as one of the nominees for Breakthrough Artist of the Year is definitely ill, man. It's dope when you get recognized for all the work you put in. But shout out to Machine Gun Kelly who won it. I was a loser. I came in third. But thanks to all my fans who voted for me anyways, and thanks to MTV for the nomination, if that's the right word.
Don't you have something to say?
Swag.
There we go.
That's all I'm saying. Swag.
It's on a cue card written too. Go past the clock. Swag.
Swag. Swag.
So,
Thank
you were
you.
selected to play the Kissmas Bash 2011 show.
Yeah.
Was this a fly-in date, or were you already on tour?
We actually had just finished tour Friday. We got home on right?
Right.
Was this last Friday we got home?
Yeah. Last Friday.
Last Friday. Okay. What day is it today?
Saturday.
It's Saturday, so it's been a week and a day. Okay. Just check my facts. All right. So no, we went home. You know, I went home into Pittsburgh Friday the 9th and performed there Friday and Saturday. And then we were off, and I, you know, hung out, and we flew back out here for the show. It was dope to me to like headline a radio show because, you know, I'm new at the whole radio thing, you know. My whole thing has always been building it on our own without the help from people, and now it's cool to have, you know, people like, you know, Kiss supporting us and putting us on these shows where before it would just be dope to be on the show. So now to get the headline spot is ill, man. And then it's nice to come and see that everyone's ready and crazy, and, you know, it's just like a show. It's great.
When you go back to Pittsburgh, is it crazy like that, how it is here?
Yeah. Pittsburgh, you know, that was the first time I had a crazy Pittsburgh show of my life. That was a good picture. Yeah. That was the first time I had a crazy Pittsburgh show. Was this Friday and Saturday. And they just felt incredible. Getting hometown support is always, you know, an incredible feeling. You know, Clock feels the same way when we go to Cincinnati, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough.
Yes.
But no, so being in Pittsburgh is always nice, you know. It's I'm just, you know, happy to be able to be at home, you know, and hang out with my friends and family and go to the studio, and I think I just need to spend some time like living life, you know. My life has just consisted of in non-stop work, that it would be nice to be able to like yesterday I woke up at 10:30 p.m. because I went to bed at like 11 a.m. and woke up at 10:30 p.m. and I just literally just got in my car and just drove around the city for like an hour just listening to music, and it was just nice to like be home and look at all the places, you know, and just pray that I didn't get pulled over. But if I did, like hoping that I would get pulled over and then the cop would recognize me because I was home, like Son, do you know why we pulled you over? Why, officer? Welcome home, Mac. Just wanted to tell you. All right, continue on. You know, that'd be nice.
So I take it you're not a morning person.
No. But you know what? I will say this. When the rare occasion that I do get up early, I actually love it. You know, the morning is a great time of day. Like, to be real, you know, like being up, I love, you know, for no reason waking up at like 6 a.m. and like seeing the sunrise. Like, that's like one of the most incredible things to witness. I love seeing the sunrise, and I love walking around or driving around when everyone's starting their day. You know, I just like seeing people, you know, like grog themselves into their car and start driving to work or waiting at the bus stop. I'm always usually driving home when everyone's, you know, starting their day, but I just love that time. Unless I'm driving home, because then I'm just like, I'm insane. But when I'm waking up, I'm like, oh, this is nice. Go get some breakfast. You know?
I know. Breakfast is good. A good meal of the day.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So in...
Swag.
There we go. So in early November, you released your album Blue Slide Park. Can you tell me a little bit about the making of that album?
It was made 99% in Pittsburgh at ID Labs. There was a song on there, Fight the Yawn. Okay, I got it. It's under control. Don't worry about it.
You got it.
All right, thanks, man. So I was I did most of the album in Pittsburgh at ID Labs with Edan and Big Germ. I did a song. I recorded one song in New York. Right, that was the only song we did out of the studio, right? PA Nights. PA Nights was recorded in New York because I was about to fly back to Pittsburgh. That's Pennsylvania Nights 9:30 flights. Anyways, but you know, we worked with a few producers, you know, like Clams Casino, very like up and coming. He's killing the game right now. Worked with Young L from out in California. Worked with Mansions on the Moon, did PA Nights, and Rich Reynolds, who is this dude from Philly, who is like my secret weapon. You know, like Ian Germ is like, it's like my home, but like Rich Reynolds is my little secret weapon. So none of y'all are allowed to get a beat from him because he only makes me beats. But he made Missed Calls, and then him and E worked together on Man in the Hat. But the whole thing is like everyone that we brought in to work on music, you know, E, Germ, and myself would then, you know, continue work on the other people's tracks just so we could make it all cohesive and sound like an album.
Swag.
Thank you.
It's a great album.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you like it.
It's a good album.
When's the last time you listened to it?
This morning.
You lying to me?
No, I'm a flight over.
You lying to me?
No. It's good morning music.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Why, you know, it's one of the reasons I made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
oh, there's a cover.
There it is. So in August, your video Frick Park Market was released. What inspired you to make that video?
I just like have really been on this like trippy phase that I want to continue with. I just love trippiness. It's just, you know, like a lot of the, in my opinion, a lot of the, and it's not necessarily about drugs, you know, like a lot of stuff is like, you know, like you would think like trippiness, like acid trip, mushrooms, you know, drugs, but it's just that whole aesthetic is like very cool visually, and yeah, visually and sonically. Like how I thought about it is like all of children's movies and children's books, they're always so trippy. Like everything, like from the narration to the characters to just everyone's mannerisms, everyone's really like trippy, and you know, just like I like the idea of taking, you know, you into a different world with music. You know, I like the idea of, you turning on this music and it be something that takes you away from your norm, like I wanted to make an album that when you started the album, like English Lane, is the type of song to me that makes you sit there and be like, what's going on, and it just gets you ready. Then like by the end of the album, when that last kick drum of One Last Thing comes in, you're like, what happened? So Frick Park Market kind of embodied that, where like you start out and it's kind of like, regular and fun. Like you have your, it embodied that like album, like it starts out regular and fun, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're through a door and you're, in a whole nother world with weird stuffed animals that are people dressed as stuffed animals. And you were a skeleton.
I was Beetlejuice.
We didn't know. You
Kinda like a
you
skeleton
can't say that.
Beetlejuice.
You can't say that. That's copyright stuff. You can't say you were Beetlejuice.
Well, I was a skeleton with stripes on.
Great. I'm gonna get sued now because of this.
I was
He's
a skeleton with the
Beetlejuice.
vest. I wasn't Beetlejuice.
And if you
I thought I was Beetlejuice.
Yeah, he thought he was, but if he's talking Beetlejuice, he was saying B-E-A. That's not how he spells it. It's a different Beetlejuice. He said Beetlejuice. They're Beetlejuice.
In the movie?
No, that's what you were thinking. But he was actually a skeleton.
Yeah, I was a
and
skeleton.
And the skeletons came with the masks. I went and picked out everybody's costume.
You did a good job.
And I was like, Clark's gonna definitely want his face to be in it, so I didn't. So instead of giving him a mask, I just gave him like a cool suit to put over the skeleton.
I appreciate
some
that.
chains, flossing.
Thank you.
You did. You look nice.
Thank
in
you,
that video.
man.
No problem.
Thank you.
Don't tell me I look nice
No.
too. Don't say that. Just don't say it. I know I look
Well,
nice.
I think
Alright,
you
cool.
look nice.
Thank you.
You're
There you
welcome.
go.
She can say
Yeah,
that.
she can say it. She gets away with it. I don't.
But yeah, and it was fun though, picking those costumes out. I don't know why I just wanted to dress up. When I was younger, I used to like putting on costumes, I was like, that's what I was into. I used to like, just dress up as random stuff and walk around the neighborhood like I would go play football dressed as like a hippie with a afro wig and like, and people would look at me crazy. I'd be like, what are you looking at? And I'm a fucking hippie, man. Leave me alone. But, so like with the album, I just, I wanted to get into that with the videos. And so Frick Park Market, it was just so fun to go get some weird 1970s, porn director suit and then the Cam Relum outfit with a blonde afro. I've always wanted an afro, low key.
Have you?
Yeah, I can't grow one though.
You could try.
I used to have one back in the day.
I bet you did. Okay.
Back in my day.
back in the 70s.
Back in the 70s, I have.
So what's next for Mac Miller?
We're just gonna. I really want to do something, visually crazy. That's what I'm getting into. I'm doing, like, I don't want Blue Slide Park to be over. I don't think I'm done presenting it. I think that it's just really the beginning, and I presented 3 videos, and that's kind of always been my thing. Is I kind of always felt like you don't get it until you see the video. I've always felt like that. That's why I've always put my songs out with videos. Like with kids, there were 3-4 videos before, and then like, 3 videos after. So just like a lot of videos, and that's what I want to do for Blue Slide Park. So I have like concepts that I've been working on, and we're gonna do a video to every single song on the album, all the remaining ones. I have a couple, like we're gonna start with Of the Soul. It's gonna be the first one, and then Under the Weather, and then Blank. Every third is a surprise, and then PA Nights, Diamonds and Gold, Blank. Loitering, My Team, Blank. Then English Lane, Blue Slide Park, One Last Thing. That's the video. Because I just want to present everything very visually. I want you to come into this world, and I want to show what the songs mean to me, and I want to show the creativeness within each song. Like the PA Nights concept I wrote, like the treatment to it is insane. It's going to be a crazy video.
Mm-hmm.
So is Of the Soul. 'cause that's next.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I like this interview because I'm on a couch and I feel like super official. But then I also feel comfortable.
Super comfortable.
I'm not like like when I go on TV, I'm really nervous. I really am. When I was on 106 in Park BET, I was very nervous. When I was on Single Ladies, I was nervous. When I was the most nervous when I did that Hoppus on Music show on Fuse. But I'm just very comfortable.
It's a comfortable setting.
Yeah. That's what I just kind of
We
said.
try.
It's nice. But thank you. And it's also nice to watch that in the background. Is that tonight? Look at me.
tonight?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
We're so in
Who's
sync.
going the wrong way?
Look at Be Nasty back there.
Is she going hard?
She's going super
Oh yeah,
hard.
that's what's up, yo. Shout out Creation and V Nasty,
True.
man.
They're super cool.
You know, y'all were super cool tonight and y'all came through and we swagged it out. Look at my dance moves. All I do is
I never seen it from
wait.
this
Oh wait, hold up. Here's the jump. Whap. Bow. Ah. All right. Wow. Send me this on DVD. Okay. And thank you for watching. Oh wait, that's your line.
That's
My
me.
fault. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for watching therave.com. Be sure to check out Mac Miller's current album, Blue Slide Park. We'll see you soon on therave.com.
See you soon.
Peace.
Peace out. Bye, Garrett.